Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where we don't just read out brochure jargon or parrot dealership rehearsals. We're here to give you the real, unfiltered truth about how cars look, feel, and perform in the real world. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because today we've got something really interesting lined up. We're taking a deep dive into one of the most talked about SUVs coming from China, the 2026 GWM Haval H6. This model has been a big success in markets like Australia, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia, and now it's back in a brand new generation that aims to go toe-to-toe with established names like the Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage, and Toyota RAV4. So, let's find out whether the new H6 is just another flashy SUV on paper, or if it really has what it takes to compete globally. Exterior first impressions matter a lot, and the Haval H6 makes quite a statement when you see it head-on. The front design has taken a leap forward compared to its predecessor. The grille is massive and bold, featuring a wide mesh pattern that almost stretches across the entire face of the car. Instead of looking awkward or forced, it actually gives the SUV a lot of road presence, especially with the thick chrome accents that outline the grille. The headlights are now sleeker, adopting a sharper, more premium LED matrix setup that gives it that modern, high-tech vibe. You also get slim vertical LED daytime running lights that look aggressive, and the bumper has been sculpted with more aerodynamic lines. The overall result is a front end that feels both muscular and upscale, definitely a step in the right direction for Haval. When you move to the side, the H6 really starts to show off its proportions. It's slightly longer and wider than before, and you can tell GWM is positioning this as a very practical family SUV. The beltline runs cleanly from the front to the rear, and the sculpted character lines give the SUV a dynamic, almost European feel. Depending on the trim, you can get 18-inch, 19-inch, or even 20-inch alloy wheels, and they're finished in modern dual-tone designs that add some flair. The blacked-out roof on higher trims creates that floating roof effect, and the flush-fitting door handles add a touch of sophistication. Side mirrors are mounted lower on the door rather than the window frame, which helps improve aerodynamics and reduces blind spots. The cladding around the wheel arches is slightly more subtle compared to the older models, which makes it feel more premium rather than rugged. Swinging around to the back, the 2026 H6 continues with that futuristic theme. The rear LED light bar stretches across the entire tailgate, which is something we've seen become very popular lately with premium SUVs. It's slim, sharp, and gives the rear a lot of character at night. The Haval badge is now more prominently displayed across the back, almost like what you'd expect from a luxury brand. The tailgate itself is wide and practical, with a low-loading lip that makes it easy to get heavy luggage in and out. The bumper has been cleaned up, with integrated reflectors and hidden exhausts, which makes it look more modern and less cluttered. There's even a subtle roof spoiler that adds a sporty edge. Overall, from the back, it's hard not to think of premium European SUVs, which shows just how far Haval has come with its design language. Interior step inside the cabin. And this is where Haval is clearly aiming to change people's perception of what a Chinese SUV can be. The first thing you'll notice is just how clean and minimalist the design is. The dashboard is dominated by a massive central infotainment screen. Depending on the trim, it's either a 12.3-inch or a huge 15.6-inch display. The system supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and even built-in apps for navigation and entertainment. Right behind the steering wheel, you'll find a fully digital instrument cluster that's crisp and customizable, showing everything from maps to driver assistance features. The materials used inside the H6 are surprisingly high quality for its price point. Soft touch plastics, leather upholstery, brushed aluminum-style accents, and even some faux wood trims are offered. The steering wheel feels solid, with easy-to-use controls, and higher trims even give you a head-up display. The center console is uncluttered, featuring a floating design with a rotary gear selector, wireless charging pad, and neatly hidden storage spaces. Comfort is another strong point. The seats are well padded, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and even massage functions on the top trims. Rear passengers are not left behind either. The second row has excellent legroom and headroom thanks to the longer wheelbase, and the floor is almost flat, which means the middle passenger won't feel cramped. You also get rear AC vents, USB charging ports, and even optional heated seats in the back. Cargo space is generous, with a wide boot and split folding rear seats that expand the already large storage area. Now let's talk performance, because design and comfort are only half the story. The 2026 Haval H6 comes with a range of powertrain options depending on the market. The standard engine is a 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol unit that produces around 170 horsepower and 285 newton-meters of torque, paired with the 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. For those who want more punch, there's a 2.0-liter turbo option with about 210 horsepower and 325 newton-meters, which makes highway driving and overtaking feel much easier. But the big talking point for 2026 is the hybrid and plug-in hybrid models. The hybrid system pairs the 1.5 turbo with an electric motor, delivering a combined output of around 240 horsepower while keeping fuel consumption impressively low. The plug-in hybrid version takes it a step further, offering an electric-only range of around 70 kilometers, which is perfect for city commutes. Both hybrid systems use GWM's latest dedicated hybrid transmission, which has been praised for its smoothness and efficiency. Ride quality is surprisingly refined. The suspension is tuned more towards comfort, soaking up bumps well, but it still manages to keep body roll in check when cornering. Noise insulation is another area where the H6 impresses. It's quiet at highway speeds, with minimal wind and road noise. All-wheel drive is available on higher trims, making it more versatile for light off-road user slippery conditions, though this is still more of an urban SUV than a rugged trail machine. In terms of safety and tech, the H6 is packed with features. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, 360-degree cameras, automatic emergency braking, and even an advanced parking assistant that can handle parallel and perpendicular spaces on its own. These driver assistance features put it right up there with some of the best in the segment. When it comes to pricing, the Haval H6 has always been positioned as a value-packed SUV, and the 2026 model is no different. Exact prices vary by market, but generally, it undercuts rivals like the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, and Hyundai Tucson by a few $1,000s, while offering more features for the money. In markets like Australia, you can expect prices to start around the equivalent of $28,000 to $30,000 for the base model, while fully loaded plug-in hybrids may climb closer to $40,000. Compared to what you get in terms of design, technology, and performance, it's hard to argue against the value proposition. So, after spending time with the 2026 Haval H6, what's the verdict? Well, it's clear that GWM has stepped up its game massively. The exterior design has gone from being generic to genuinely stylish, the interior now feels premium and high-tech, and the performance, especially with the hybrid options, is competitive with well-established rivals. Add in a strong list of safety features and an attractive price point, and you've got an SUV that could seriously disrupt the segment. Of course, the real challenge will be long-term reliability, brand perception, and resale value, since Haval is still building its reputation outside of China. But purely based on what it offers, the 2026 H6 makes a very strong case for itself. If you're in the market for a family SUV and are willing to look beyond the traditional names, this one definitely deserves a test drive. That's going to wrap up today's review. Let me know in the comments, do you think the 2026 Haval H6 has what it takes to stand against the likes of Toyota and Hyundai? Or would you still stick with the established brands? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-world car reviews right here on Car Flash. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.